Greetings, everyone.
Let's try that again.
Greetings, everyone. Of course, it is I, your one and only Multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host,
the Kosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel.
So this is a post from Joe Blow. Shout out to Joe Blow.
Woo!
JoeBlow.com.
Nice.
This is a movie you wish you could watch for the first time again. And the list here is beautiful, I must say. We've got Back to the Future. We've got the first Jurassic Park movie. We've got Shawshank Redemptions, Interstellar, Fight Club, Mad Max Fury Road, The Prestige, Seven, The Matrix, and then Inglourious Bastards. I put the question to you all. Which movie would you like to watch for the first time again, like it's brand new?
And here we go.
My list is pretty easy. Fight Club is cool. In fact, all these movies here are pretty cool.
You ain't lying.
Matrix for sure is at the top of the list.
That's right.
I just recently watched Jurassic Park, but I'll still add that to my list as well. And then The Prestige. Seven was too much for me.
What?
I wouldn't want to have that first time experience again. Nah, it was too much for me. Too much. And I feel the last movie on my list would be Back to the Future. And I think that concludes our video. Yeah, Back to the Future would be the third or fourth. It's 4 movies I've told you. Yeah, Matrix number 1.
Are you serious?
Jurassic Park number 2. Prestige number 3. And then Back to the Future number 4. Again, Interstellar is cool. Mad Max is cool. Fight Club is cool. I've seen all these movies. Yeah. Even if all these other movies weren't here and it were different movies, Matrix would still be right there. The Matrix would still be right there, right at the top. There's no contender.
Damn.
I can't even imagine another contender because that movie I'm still in awe of that movie. I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine about the scene between the dialogue between Agent Smith and Morpheus when they had him trapped in the tower and they were trying to break his mind to get Zion's code.
That's right.
Dude, that whole exchange that Mr. Smith had with Morpheus alone, Neo coming into his own, the Oracle's conversation between him and between her and Neo. Dude, come on. Even when Neo came out and was going to tell Morpheus was like, hey, whatever convo you have between you and the Oracle stays between you and her. The message was for you and for you only.
Nice.
And they just rang true to certain things I learned growing up as a child. My grandma always said there's certain things you don't share with people for certain reasons, of course. Certain things is between you and the maker.
Message.
You know, when you hear these certain phrases, it's not everyone you share your joy with or your dreams with or your plans with. And sometimes I struggle with that because you don't know who you're going to bump into who can help you with set plans and dreams and help you execute, the plans and dreams as best as possible. Because that whole be careful who you share your dreams and desires with can also extend into family members.
You ain't lying.
Morpheus didn't even ask him, what did Oracle tell you, by the way? He just said, oh, Morpheus, by the way. He said, yeah. Whatever she told you is for you and for you only.
Don't ask questions.
It's a powerful scene, man. Beautiful movie. Love the movie, and I want to do some breakdowns for that movie or talk about what I took from the movie or how the movie affected me in many ways. I watched that movie multiple times. I'm one of the people who never got the meaning behind the movie the first time around.
Wait a minute.
For me, it was just a cool, awesome action movie. I don't know what age I became the guy who was able to see things or see should I want to say signs or messages, or just watch a movie and be like, this movie is not just action or horror. It's saying something. There's a message, or there are multiple messages, or there are layered messages within this film.
You ain't lying.
I might need to sit down and make a separate video for that one. I cannot give you a precise list of movies or a movie that got me to that point of when my third eye opened. I was like, oh no, movies aren't just movies. They're messages or allegory and yada yada yada. Nah, I can't remember. Any of these movies, comparing it to Matrix is just number 1. These other movies have their own quality, their own vibe, their own feel, and their own frequency and flair and taste, of course. But the Matrix just sits, king and queen on that list for me.
Damn, son.
Jurassic Park, again, I love it. Saw it recently, really enjoyed it, and it felt like I was watching for the first time.
Nice.
That's one thing I love about rewatching old school movies from my childhood, because they hit different. And fine, it's okay to be entertained by them when my mind was still growing and as a child and teenager, I had my focus on other things. It's natural. But I feel if you have a super analytical mind, and not in a negative way, but you're able to process information different from people. That's why I'm embracing my neurodivergentness or my ADHDness or neurospiciness.
What do you mean by that?
Because it was something that I felt was a burden for a long time.
Damn.
I was born with whatever this neurological composition of my mind is. And then you want to look into DNA and figure out who else carries it within my family in terms of my parents, who passed the gene onto me or the aspect of the gene, almost like an X gene for the X-Men.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
That's one reason, again, out of many, that I gravitated towards the X-Men. Same thing with the Avengers, all these different characters that stand out differently from the norm or the regular. I've always wondered how I can gravitate towards movies easily or cartoons. It's almost like they're speaking a different language that I understand fully. That's why Matrix itself, when I saw that whole coding thing and the way they were reading the codes, just made me feel like, yeah, this feels like me, like being able to read certain things that others can't, and not necessarily crapping on others because they can't, but trying to understand how come I can read these things and others can't, just like Neo.
Willingly?
Yes.
So having other people, you know, in your circle supportive of that journey and that transformation is important. And something I've come to understand recently is everything is connected. And I feel for me, despite the painful things I've gone through, I'm not necessarily drawing, I'm able to see the threads connected to certain experiences, certain challenges, the things I'm drawn to: music, animation, cartoons, movies, the dialogue, relationships. There's a list, there's a long list of how I see these things. That's why when I watch a movie, for example, like James Gunn's Superman, and people are talking in a particular way, but the actions don't match. You know, when things are happening, human beings are out in danger, just having their phones recording. I was like, dude, this is not a movie. I mean, even if you're trying to say something, you're taking money from people and you're trying to be quirky about it. It's an allegory. No? There are other movies that come before you and have had very clear allegories. Even Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is just that one line Jeff Goldblum said. Have you ever thought to, you know, just because you can, have you sat down to think, should you? Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Aha!
It's a very powerful statement. You can use that across the board for anything.
That's right.
But anyway, peeps, like I said, let me know in the comment section below your list of movies, based on this list of movies, by the way. Which movie would you wish you could watch for the first time again? One last time, let me run through the list before I get off this video. Back to the Future, Fight Club, Jurassic Park, Shawshank Redemption, Interstellar, Mad Max Fury Road, The Prestige, Seven, The Matrix, and Inglourious Bastards. Yes.